You found the perfect home, but then the inspection report hits your inbox. 60 pages. What actually matters and what doesn't? Today, I'm breaking down the most common issues inspectors flag in Albuquerque and how to keep your deal on track. Let's start at the top. Literally, roof issues are one of the most common findings on an inspection report. In Albuquerque, we see both flat and pitched roofs, and each has its quirks. Flat roofs are everywhere in our area. They're part of our southwestern style, but they can also be tricky. UV exposure, ponding water after a summer storm, or an aging membrane can all lead to leaks. Leaves? Don't keep leaves up there either. It leads to leaks because you don't always see water damage until it's inside the house. Inspectors pay extra attention here. On pitched shingle roofs, the issues are usually wear and tear, curling shingles, missing granules, or flashing that isn't sealed properly. Roof repairs can be expensive, and insurance companies care about roof age. But here's the reassuring part. Not every roof note is a deal breaker. Sometimes it's a small repair, or the seller might offer a credit, or there could be a warranty. The key is knowing the difference between needs attention and needs replacement. That's just the roof. But what's hiding behind the walls might surprise you. Let's talk about plumbing. This one is huge because most of it is hidden behind walls. Common findings in Albuquerque include older galvanized supply lines that are corroding, water heaters at the end of their lifespan, and pressure regulators that aren't functioning properly. Another local factor, hard water. We have very hard water. It leaves mineral buildup in your fixtures, your water heaters, and pipes, which can shorten their life. So, why does this matter? Replacing a water heater or fixing leaks can add up quickly. But again, this does not have to derail your purchase. Inspectors flag the issues, then a plumber can give you a more detailed estimate. In many cases, buyers negotiate a repair or a credit, and then the deal moves forward. Another shocking problem can be old electrical systems. Electrical findings are another common problem. Older homes in Albuquerque sometimes have outdated panels. Brands like Federal Pacific or Zinsco are notorious. Inspectors also catch things like missing GFCI outlets. I always get that wrong, near the water, aluminum wiring in certain areas of construction. So why this matters, electrical issues can be a safety hazard, and insurance companies sometimes won't cover a home with certain panels. But here's the good news. Most of these fixes are straightforward. Swapping out a panel, adding GFCIs, or upgrading outlets are very doable projects for a licensed electrician. Scary in the report, but not necessarily a reason to walk away. By the way, if you're buying home solo, I post weekly tips just like this. Hit subscribe if you want more guidance without the guesswork. Now, let's talk about the word that sends buyers into panic mode, the foundation. Inspectors often note settlement cracks in the stucco or concrete. In many cases, these are cosmetics. It's just the house breathing in our dry climate. Other times, they'll flag drainage issues around the home, like water pooling near the foundation. Why it matters? If ignored, structural problems can become costly. But here's the key. Most cracks inspectors point out are normal and manageable. If something looks concerning, they'll recommend a structural engineer for a closer look. That doesn't mean the house is falling down. It means you'll have a clearer picture. And often, sellers are willing to address drainage or grading to put buyers at ease. Finally, let's head inside to the heating and cooling systems. Furnaces and air conditioners typically last 15 to 20 years, and many Albuquerque homes have systems well past that point. Inspectors also note when filters aren't changed or systems haven't been serviced. Here in New Mexico, you'll also see a mix of refrigerated air and evaporative cooling. Evaporative coolers can work great, but they need regular maintenance and don't perform as well in humid weather, like when we've had a good monsoon storm. Replacing a furnace or AC is a big ticket item, but again, this is usually negotiable. A seller might service the unit, provide a home warranty, or even offer a credit for replacement. So let's recap. Roof issues, plumbing concerns, electricity, the foundation, the heating and cooling, the HVAC systems. These are the big ones that you'll see, but these are not deal breakers. They show up in almost every inspection report, and seeing them does not mean that you should panic or walk away. Everything is doable. What matters is knowing what's common, what's serious, and what can be negotiated. A good agent is going to help you interpret that report, get second opinions when needed, and use the findings to protect, not derail, your purchase. Inspection reports can feel scary, but most of what's in them, totally normal. The key is knowing what's common, what's critical, and what can be negotiated. If this video helped you to feel more confident, be sure to subscribe. I post weekly videos with smart real estate tips that make buyers feel prepared and in control. You can also watch this playlist on home maintenance tips and great vendors that I've found. So when you've found the perfect home, but the inspection, what the heck happened here?